And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Got a great one lined up for you today. We've got, look, I'm telling you, these people are trying to confuse us by keeping all these prices down. We're not ready to take off for nothing right now. But today's show, we got the biggest banks in the world all hooking up in this crypto platform. I'm going to tell you which cryptos they are and what banks are involved. I listed some of them already, but from what I'm seeing, I mean, they're getting it all set up. They're not using it right now. They're getting everything set up. We have to have the crypto laws, regulations, and all that thing. We got to have all that. Ain't nothing happening until we got tokenization going on. Everybody in the world has to have crypto laws pretty much. What I'm seeing happening is they're kind of starting this. Like they're going to start issuing people wallets. These different banks are going to issue a wallet. But all of this starts with a stable coin. That's where this is going. And in your bank application, you'll probably have to like reload your Wells Fargo app or whatever it is. And then somehow mysteriously, they'll start allowing you to use stable coins. And I don't know when all this is going to happen. That's not important. What's important is realizing that it's happening right now. I'm going to show you. I'm going to lay it all out, show you what cryptos they are, and you're going to have to wait until all this fully takes effect. That's how it works. You're not going to buy them today and be rich tomorrow. Today, tomorrow. Those kind of people get wrecked. What my channel does is I bring evidence to you. You watch the evidence and you make decisions on what you want to do. Some of these cryptos you might want to get, but I'm going to tell you which ones they are. You'll know in advance, and more than likely tomorrow, the cryptos will still be the same price. So what you have to do you want to invest in the future? Now, when this thing takes off, we have no idea. It literally can be whenever. Like if we have a little bit of boom, boom, pow in the whole world, that could speed this up really, really fast. Okay. If we have a global quantum, and I won't say the word attack, then that would speed this up dramatically. Look, the old system, we all know, everybody. I'm not giving you the doom and gloom speech for today. I gave that one to you yesterday. But we all know this has to happen. We all know it's coming. We don't know when. We're all prepared. We got Caleb Brown for custody so that if some kind of a quantum whatever attack happens, I strongly doubt it's going to affect Fireblocks. Because that means all the banks in the world would get hacked, so that wouldn't happen. So that's why we have the Fireblocks as part of our team. Once you're rich, if you look below my channel, you see a more button. You press that, and the Caleb Brown link pops out. That's how you can join Caleb Brown. They utilize something called Fireblocks, and Fireblocks is always coming up in our news. None of the other ones, but I'm seeing, and I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying what the articles that I'm finding, it's Fireblocks is involved in all these things. None of the other ones that I'm really seeing at all, barely. Maybe once in a while. Fireblocks is for institutional custody. All the top banks in the world, the top 2,400 banks and financial institutions all use Fireblocks. Ripple uses Fireblocks. Then we got the Crypto Hulk lawyer. We're taking our name off that crypto, putting an LLC's name on it. Then the government doesn't know that it's you. We're not trying to hide from the government. Oh, we would never do that. Far be it from me to suggest hiding from the government. No. What we do is have the corporation own the crypto so that our name is not attached, because one of your friends, your ex-friends, or the in-laws or the outlaws or whatever you got, or somebody gets a divorce, or somebody gets mad, or mama runs off with somebody else, that crypto is not yours. It's under a corporation's name. Oh, man. And you happen to be the president of that corporation. Oh, nobody's taking a fucking thing from you. Somebody knows you're rich. They might try to slip and fall in your house. break a hip, and then you got to pay them like $5 million or something like that. Maybe they purposely get brain damage, they hit their head and kill themselves. Whatever it is, the house that you're living in is going to be under a corporation. All these kinds of things. So you personally won't get sued, all right? And you're going to have no assets. That's why we have the Crypto Hulk lawyer for all these reasons. Not just that our government might try to take it. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. But now you got $10 million, so you're going to get sued by somebody, and they're going to try to take your shit. That's why we have the Crypto Hulk lawyer. It's not how much crypto you buy. It's how much you get to keep. Man, I've only been telling you that now for a lot of years. But now you're starting to see it. When this shit goes down, or maybe even right now, maybe 3 months from now, Congress says, oh, retail people can't hold XRP. Well, if your corporation owns the XRP, they're not going to know who owns it. How do they know it's not retail? They aren't going to know. That's why we have the Crypto Hulk lawyer. I have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Maybe the government doesn't. Okay, great. Crypto Hulk, you were wrong. Okay, great. But if the government does, oh shit, you just lost your crypto. You're fucked. Crypto Hulk was right. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I'll tell you what, it can't hurt me. I'm gonna be good either way. Government tries to take shit. They don't know who owns that. Okay, fine. Awesome. The government decides, we're going to let them keep it. Okay, great. See, either way, it's going to be great with me. There's only one way it's going to be great with you. You're hoping that the government, I don't do shit on hope. I have to know. Especially with something like this. Alrighty then. Crypto Hulk, the World Economic Forum is meeting all next week in Davos, Switzerland, discussing the rollout of CBDCs, plus EU wanting control of crypto. Want to tell you. Oh, I'm just going to take that money for the lawyer and just buy extra crypto, and then I'll deal with that shit later. Okay, go ahead. Let's see how well your plan works. And then we'll all see how good our plan works. I already know how this goes. You trust your government? You trust the banks? I'm like, wow, you're a noose kind of fucking stupid. Think they're gonna see your competition. Are you so fucking high? You're gonna be rich, crazy rich. You could end up staking your crypto, turning yourself into a little savings and loan. You could join a small credit union, start your own, whatever. You're going to be that rich. You're going to be competition of the banks. They're going to let you keep your shit. You're high as fuck if you think they are. We don't fuck around. We may get high as fuck on Crypto Hulk channel. I get high every fucking day. I stay on so many hardcore street drugs, but I can still think. And I know that my government's going to try to fuck me. The banks are going to try to fuck me. The IRS, everybody is. I already know. So what I did is got the Caleb Brown for the custody so that nobody's going to try to do some little hackerooty on Fireblocks. I already know that. And then the lawyer's the other aspect of the crypto thing. Now, when we get rich, then we'll start bringing in investment people. I'd still like to run a Crypto Hulk. I don't want to work this many hours. Like, fuck that. I'm serious, man. I'm getting too old for this shit. I want to enjoy my money. But I'd like to get involved in some charity type thing and run a small school. I always kind of like to do that. Maybe for like some poor kids that didn't really have good parents and shit. I want to have wraparound services for all these kids' mental health, buddy systems, big brother, big sister, all kinds of stuff, events where they partner up with community or business and get them attached to a church, or if they don't always have to be a church. They could, they don't have to be religious or nothing. But just like in the army, like if you want to go to church Sunday morning, you can. If you don't, then don't. I mean, it's your choice, But okay, let's. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto. Let's open up a Somali day. Oh my God. Wow. That is so bad when you're like, take millions of dollars in because you're supposed to be helping kids. See, kids are one thing, right? I don't mess around with nothing where it's going to affect kids, man. Like I was never one to like, I don't want to get into my personal life, but just when it came to kids, there's a line. You don't fuck with somebody if there's kids involved because those kids need parents that are happy and are going to help them and shit. You never get mixed up, nothing like that. Like, anyhow, I get real. My name's Crypto Hawk, not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I only stay super high every day. Heroin, cocaine, crystal methamphetamine. I just eat that stuff and snort it, and whatever I got to do, eat it for breakfast, put it in my water for the show, and that's for show. I don't know anything about finances. I'm the worst financial advisor. Don't even listen to anything on the show. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just, when I was born, my name was Crypto Hulk. That was from birth, like 55 years ago. That was my name. So take that for what it's worth. If you've gotten anything for financial advice from this program. Okay, there's my legal disclaimer. Super fucking high. Okay, here we go. Now, let's get in to this article here. It's a big one. It's a short article. This is going to be a painless deep dive. And it's going to show you who's going to be involved in the future of all what's going on. So I got a cool shirt when I went to Las Vegas. I think this one was $60 and it was like 50% off, but I think it's kind of neat because look at that shirt. How cool. It looks like it's gold, like right there. Yeah. Very cool little Armani Exchange shirt. I know they're not the most expensive in the world, but I think it looks very cool. And I had to show that to you. Okay. Here's the article. That's dope. Yeah, it is a pretty cool. I got a couple Armani shirts. Sometimes I can fit into these designer shirts. I do need to lose about 20 pounds. Yeah, I went there because it was like, hey, everybody's hurting. Like they're selling. I went into some fancy stores and was able to get some good discounts. Like at the outlet kind of a thing. Some expensive brands. I don't want to talk about the name brand, but I got at this one like at least a couple $100 knocked off of a shirt. Let's go with this article here. Banks. Oh, God, here we go. This is massive. I'm just letting you know how all this shit's going down. And you can decide whether you want to get in on any of this or not. I'm already in everything that's on this. I think there's one crypto I'm not in. But banks, cards, and creators push stable coins into financial mainstream. Now, listen up. This website is called payments.com. Pymnts. Payments.com. To me, it's one of the most reputable crypto websites. It's mainstream. You're dealing with the banks. They'll normally have somebody from SoFi, JP Morgan. They'll interview them, sometimes in a real video on payments. This website's legit. It deals with real world finance stuff, not hopium or hocus pocus or price predictions like XRP to $100 January 1st. None of that dumb shit, okay? What we got here is Payments did research, and they had interviews. They got these. I don't know how they get these interviews. Well, I know how they get them because they're a reputable website. Banks, listen to this. So banks, and we're going to name some of the world's biggest banks: JP Morgan, Standard Chartered, Citibank, Barclays. No big deal, right? Just the most biggest systemically important banks in the world giving interviews with Payments. Not a big deal. And what does Payments learn? That banks, credit card manufacturer stuff, they're right now pushing stable coins, crypto, into financial mainstream. I'm like, it's about fucking time. Look at this right here. Stable coins are moving from a simple digital dollar pitch to real financial infrastructure as banks, payment firms, and regulators close gaps. I gotta read this again. Banks, payment firms, and regulators close gaps around compliance. That means they're getting everything all legal beagle, everybody. They're working on liquidity, and they're integrating crypto into existing rails. Oh, man, everybody, this is what we've been waiting for. They're integrating liquidity and integration with existing rails. They're going to have enough coins. They're going to have the right crypto platforms. We're talking about crypto here. We're using the word stablecoin. It's a cryptocurrency. Players like JP Morgan, Barclays, Stripe, that involves Stellar right there. It's the crypto Stellar. And Visa, that involves XRP right there. When you say Stripe, I say Stripe, you say Stellar. I say Visa, you say Ripple. Linked platforms are embedding stable coins into payments, settlements, and cards, shifting them from speculative assets to everyday settlement primitives. See, all these banks and all these people used to say for all these years, crypto's bad. Remember, crypto's bad. It'll destabilize the banks. Oh, crypto's bad for the banks. Until they get control of all of it. Then all of a sudden, now it's good. Okay? This has been the game. I told you from day one. At first, it's crypto bad, crypto bad. I was saying that in 2020. The banks were kept saying crypto bad. And I said, guess what? One day I won't be saying that anymore because they'll say crypto's good, crypto's good, crypto's good. It's just on who controls it. If banks know they can control this shit and make all the money, then crypto's good. If you and me have our DeFi and we take money away from the banks, then it's bad. Adoption. This is what here. Adoption is expanding beyond finance into creators, states, that's governments, and institutions, signaling stablecoins' growing role in how money moves globally, instantly, and across weak or fragmented currencies. The stablecoin pitch has always been a digital token that maintains a stable value, usually pegged to a fiat currency, while inheriting the speed, programmability, and global reach of blockchains. What that pitch can leave out, however, is everything that makes money usable at scale. That includes compliance, consumer protection, liquidity management, accounting standards, and an integration. Here we go. An integration with existing payment rails. They're telling us right now they're integrating the crypto system with the old school finance way, everybody. I don't know when that day comes when it's all done. I'm talking about it now so you can get prepared, so you don't get left behind. Now, whatever you choose to do, that's up to you. Who do we got involved in this? One of the biggest crypto companies in the world is called Digital Asset, and they're working with JP Morgan, the biggest bank in the entire world. See, you don't have to believe in crypto, but this shit's going to happen regardless whether you believe in it or not. I'm showing you right here direct evidence of the biggest companies in the world and what they're doing. They're getting, JP Morgan has something called Connexus, and they're going to have the JP Morgan coin. Now, look right here. JP Morgan's working with Digital Asset, but guess what? Digital Asset is utilizing the Canton network, which is a crypto platform that we all bought here on Crypto Hawk channel. Nobody else was talking about it, just us, and that's fine. Just the biggest bank in the world is now going to be utilizing Canton network and the Canton coin. Buy it at Caleb and Brown. You have an opportunity right now to get in on the biggest bank of the world, JP Morgan, utilizing Canton network. You're going to be right there when that crypto platform skyrockets. Whenever that day is, I don't know. I'm going to be ready though. I'm not planning on like, well, why is it not going up now? I'm waiting for this thing to get full use case. That'll make me rich. I'm not trying to sell this shit, buy it for 30 cents or something like that and sell it for $1.50. I'm trying to wait for this Canton coin to hit $500. I'm here for real world use case, not speculation. Right now, everything's speculative. I don't even give a fuck right now about price. So it goes to $10. I ain't going to do shit for me. I need the shit to hit $500 minimum. That's what I'm here for. Canton Network, the Canton coin, Caleb and Brown. It's a privacy-enabled blockchain network designed. See, they don't want you to see. They don't want you to see what's going on. It's a privacy-enabled blockchain designed for synchronized financial markets. Also, last Wednesday, Barclays announced it purchased a stake in what they call UBYX. We're going to do a deep dive on that right after this. UBYX, a United States stablecoin settlement company. What's weird about, here's why you want to stick around for UBYX. It's a company that just hit the scene in 2025. And now all of a sudden, Barclays buys it? Now, what are the odds of that, right? It's a crypto platform company, UBX, that clears trades. And Barclays snatches it right up. It's an interoperable platform. We're going to do a deep dive, and I'm going to show you all the connections to UBX. Capping it all off, Citigroup, which is Citibank, announced the launch of a weekly podcast series aimed at giving corporate leaders practical guidance on stablecoins. And wow. I told you guys this like 5 years ago. I said, look, when we get close, they're going to, whoever they are, they're going to start educating the public. Here's a crypto. Here's what it is. Here's what it does. They're going to start doing a public ad campaign. It's starting right now with the rich people. Eventually, it'll work its way to you. Watch, and everything I fucking say on the show comes true. What they're doing now, let's copy what Citibank's doing. They're having a podcast. Here's the educational part now, the public ad campaign shit for the rich people, not for us poor folks. But here's why, because you got me. So my job is to give you this talk. See, while all the rich people, while all the banks are helping the rich, my job is to help you understand, hey, everybody, look what's going on, right? Citibank is now giving a weekly podcast series aimed at giving corporate leaders, these kind of people, practical guidance. You know what my job is? To give you practical guidance, and you don't even have to be a corporate leader. That's what's fucking awesome about Crypto Hulk Show. Citibank's giving practical guidance on stable coins and tokenized real-world assets. See, they're just getting in. You and me, we've been here for years, waiting and going through it. I'm fine with that. I'm so fucking early. We're 5 years early, man. I'm fine with that shit. If I got to wait, whatever. I know I win. That's why I'm here. So I wait and teach you. And brand new people that come into crypto, you're learning from one of the best. Of all the crypto influencers around the world, you're learning from one of the best. Okay, I'm a crypto researcher. I have my certain areas of specialty, and I'll leave it at that. So it's called, here's what Citibank's podcast, the name of it is, From the Block, Straight Talk on Stablecoins and Digital Assets for Corporate Leaders. Here we go. Now they're getting in, everybody. You can see this. They're giving the talks. They're trying to teach these corporate leaders. They got to get them all hooked up. Here's what I believe. They got all the work done, the heavy lifting and the moving. Okay, here's a good example. They made the house. It's got all the electricity and the wires. They even put the furniture in. It's like one of those houses where it's all done. They got couches in there and cabinets and shit. It's like the model house. You want to buy the model house with all the shit in it? That's what this is. These business leaders, all they have to do is understand what it is. And these banks, Citibank, JP Morgan, Barclays, Standard Chartered's involved. They can just move in the house. It's all done. They don't have to do any work. It's all done. That's why Citibank is now giving these podcasts, because they used to say that all the crypto's bad and speculative for all these years, right? While they're building the house, building the block, building the neighborhood, building the city, building the countries, building out the entire globe. Now they're having these podcasts. I want you all to see all this. I'm trying to use a real world news story, and I'm making up an example. I'm trying to explain. I'm reinterpreting this article so that some of you understand what the hell's going on. And this is it. They're now getting all the top corporate leaders saying, hey, for a lot of years we said crypto is bad, but we got this new platform. It's on the Canton network. You're going to have the RISE token, RIZE. Deal with that. So hold on a sec. Let me look through here. The show will be co-hosted by Payments CEO Karen Webster and the Citibank. Oh God, here we go. The Citibank Global Head of Digital Assets. That means the Citibank head of crypto. The first episode will be January 13th. That's 2 days from now, everybody. I'm kind of speechless right now, but I wanted to show you this. Stablecoins move. Here's what Payment says. Stablecoins move from speculation to settlement. Oh God, this is exciting. We're literally watching the transformation of, how crypto used to go up and down, and then it'd go up and it'd go back down. And what we did on this channel is we took advantage of that. All that speculation, we made we made some good money on that. Thousands and thousands and thousands, okay? But what we got right now, we got to get the long-term mentality in our heads, because stablecoins move from speculation to what? Settlement. That means real-world use case, and they're using it for real-world things. They're not just gambling with it anymore. This is like real-world use case that we all need is coming together very quickly. At the consumer and merchant level, the digital asset shift is even more striking, because it is being framed as anything but cryptocurrency. Are you hearing this? They're trying to talk about crypto without using the word crypto. It's being framed as anything but cryptocurrency. See? Because they gave crypto a bad name to scare you. So the word crypto, when you hear crypto, you think, crypto, So they changed the word to digital assets. Oh, okay. I see through it all. You see through it all. That's all. Because there's a digital asset shift, a shift that's occurring. People don't see it because they don't watch Crypto Hulk. They're watching these dumb shit channels where they make price predictions, and it's all speculation and get in on this and all the bit boys of the world and stuff. All right. And all the dumb shits out there. This week, Stripe expanded its crypto payment capabilities. Stripe is a partner of Stellar, which uses the XLM crypto, enabling millions of merchants. Stripe is enabling millions of merchants to accept blockchain-based payments. What? With minimal friction. It's happening right now. There's a conversion happening, and we got these dumb shit people out there. All they do is complain about low crypto prices. I'm like, you're so fucking stupid. You have no idea what's going on. You've been sucking the dick of the news media and crypto scammers making price predictions and all kinds of dumb shit. We're looking at what's going on right here. If you buy today and you're not rich tomorrow, what the fuck is wrong with your fucking head? Okay? That's the dumbest shit that I've ever heard. Why is it not going up? That's so fucking annoying when I see that shit. I'm like, go back and watch your little channels where they predict XRP going to $100. Go watch these dumb shits, okay? What Stripes Move underscores is that the future of stable coins is not about convincing people to care about blockchains. It's about abstracting them away. In the same vein, the stablecoin company RAIN, RAIN, announced Friday, January 9th, that it raised $250 million to scale its infrastructure for stablecoin payments and add new capabilities. What's happening is RAIN spent $250 million so people can use that coin so it works. They're doing that because they feel the time's starting to get close, okay? RAIN's platform enables companies to launch compliant. Now, I'm going to use the word crypto, so this makes more sense to people. RAIN's platform enables companies to launch compliant crypto cards that work everywhere Visa is accepted. Now, Visa is a massive Ripple partner, and they're using the XRP ledger. Now, let me check the comments because we're going to switch over to the payments company I was talking about earlier. Now, the Canton coin, I want you to buy that on Caleb and Brown. So that's that. The Rise token, you cannot right now get that on Caleb and Brown. Oh, we're going to have a show on Thursday. Caleb and Brown will be here. We'll have Jim Bazzini from Caleb and Brown on the show Thursday. It'll be a PM show. United States Pacific time. It'll be about, I think, 5 or 5:30. Let me do a copy. So here's Rise. Let me explain really quick what is happening here. There's Rise. Okay. You got JP Morgan and these companies. Let's take a look. You've got JP Morgan, Barclays, Stripe, Visa, all of them, like the biggest of the big, working with Connexus, which is JP Morgan coin, running on a Canton network. So Canton's the platform. What they're going to do is tokenize real world assets for payments and put it on the Canton. That's what we're talking. We're talking about payments here, okay? Some cryptos, when you buy them, they'll be crypto securities or whatever it is. These will be crypto payment tokens, okay? So what we're talking about here is this Canton network, the biggest, well, we got what, 400 or 500 partners with the Canton network, the biggest banks in the world and shit. They are all going to use the Rise token, RIZE, right there, that thing I just showed you. The Rise, T-Rise is the company that's the tokenizing agent, is going to tokenize on the Canton network all the money. That's where this is going. This is how big this is. And you can buy the Canton coin on Caleb and Brown and the Rise token wherever you want. But this is what's happening right now. Let me check the comments. Crypto Bat says, right, you have the reason you want it on Caleb and Brown is because they're not allowing people to move it around. So if you buy it on Kraken, you won't have your shit in Caleb and Brown. You won't have it in Fireblocks. See, here's your problem where you're going to get fucked, okay? Some of you are like, well, I don't want to buy it on Caleb Brown. Because that's all good. You're going to keep your shit on an exchange. It's not going to be yours. It belongs to the exchange. Caleb Brown has the Kraken. I mean, Caleb Brown has the Canton coin, and that's going to be in fire blocks right there. Alrighty then. 46 JDMA. Thanks to all the moderators and Hulk, Zoltar, and Chucky. Alrighty. Now, if we look at the article again, let me see here. We talk about Barclays purchased something called UBYX. UBYX is a United States stablecoin settlement company. Let's do a deep dive on that. This one's very interesting, and we've got probably 5 cryptos that are tied into this. One of them, I'll tell you the name of it right now. Let me find it first. This is a crypto that we pump dumped. And there is the website. It is called Concordium. There it is right there. Concordium. And I don't have a contract code because it's a layer 1. It's not, it's its own layer 1. Built for the new area of digital trust. IBM just partnered with them like literally 5 days ago. Oh, shit. And IBM has Hyperledger, which is Stellar. Stellar's a part of that. So just thought I'd let you know. Let's get into the deep dive here on UBYX. UBYX Incorporated is a United States stablecoin settlement and clearing company founded in 2025. All of a sudden, it starts up and then Barclays snatches it. You see what I mean? What's happening, everybody? This is what's happening. These banks now, look, it all starts off at the top, and once all the rich cats get all rich, then it trickles down to the medium-sized banks, then the small banks, then the credit unions and shit, and then guess what? You and me at the very end. Okay, that's how this goes. I make it very clear to show you so you can see. Brand new people, I'm trying my best to make this as simple as possible so you can see with facts what is going on. So here we have a company called UBX, and they are a crypto. What I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the word digital assets and stablecoins with crypto so brand new people understand. So UBYX is a United States-based crypto settlement and clearing company. That means before people get paid, it goes to that company first, and then to the bank, and then it goes to you, okay? So this is a massive move for Barclays because they're going to be in control. They're going to be in control of clearing crypto transactions. Does that make sense? It operates as a neutral clearing layer that connects. Oh, this is going to be huge. There's no crypto to this company yet. This is a neutral clearing layer that connects regulated stablecoin issuers. So you get a stablecoin issuer. Somebody's going to issue the stablecoin, and it's going to connect that stablecoin to banks and fintechs. I want you to see, everybody, they're getting it all set up, all the crypto. Crypto Hulk, why are the prices low? Don't ask that stupid fucking shit, okay? If you'd watch my fucking program for longer than 10 minutes, dumbass, you'd know. It's always these dumb fucks that don't even watch the show. They're always the biggest motherfuckers complaining like they're little bitches or something. So it connects regulated stablecoin issuers with banks and fintechs, enabling seamless redemption of, you could redeem the stablecoin at face value into existing bank or fintech accounts. This infrastructure aims to transform stablecoin, a crypto. It aims to transform crypto from volatile crypto assets into ubiquitous digital cash equivalents. Everybody, this is a transformation of all the crypto's bad, it's bad, now all of a sudden it's good. This is where we're going. There's a transformation going on right now. What they're trying to do is make crypto so people look at it as good. So they've got to control it. This is what we're seeing right here, okay? They're merging the old system with the new system so they line up together, and they're getting control over this crypto so people can use it. That's what's occurring right now. It's not done yet. They're working on it. That's why I'm reading this shit. What they're doing is they're preserving decentralization while ensuring regulatory compliance. That means they got to follow the laws and interoperability across multiple issuers, currencies, blockchains, jurisdictions. They're working on hooking everything up is what they're saying. They got to make it legal, number one. All these countries have to agree. Number one, we don't even have crypto laws yet. So here's what I think they're doing. They're obviously doing this right now. They're hooking everybody up. They're talking about they're trying to stay legal. We don't even have crypto laws. So they're not technically using all this right now, because if so, then we have to have crypto laws first. So what I think is this: they're getting the building set up, putting in all the furniture, the electricity, and all that shit. Now they're trying to get companies to buy into their tech. They're trying to get these banks and everybody to have all the stuff. Crypto laws hit, and then bam, showtime. That's how this works. They're starting with the biggest of the big, and then they work their way down. That's how this goes. Who's getting rich first? We just named it. Citibank, JP Morgan, Barclays, right? Standard Chartered Bank will probably be in this. All the big people get done first. Then it goes to the smaller banks, okay? That's how this works. We're watching it all happen right in front of us, right here. They've got to interoperate, meaning they got to get everybody hooked up. That's where this interoperability across multiple issuers. That means different crypto company issuers have to get linked up with the banks and the money. They got to make sure the money can go to the stable coin, the crypto to get this. That's what they're getting all hooked up right now. What does UBX simply do? UBX addresses the many-to-many, that's M-A-N-Y, the many-to-many problem in the stablecoin, in the crypto ecosystem, where fragmentation means everything's broken apart. They got to put it all together and connect it. See, the payment system is a complete disaster nowadays. Like if I go to make a payment to you, there's probably 10 people in the middle that get a little bit of cut. They're going to eliminate all that shit, okay? That's what's going on. They're solving the many-to-many problem. That means it takes all these fucking people that get paid in a transaction. They're cutting out everybody, and it's going to be like almost nobody's going to get paid. Alrighty then. Oh, God. The company's mission, this UBX, the company's mission is to usher in the crypto epoch, where crypto becomes general purpose crypto payments integrated into regulated financial systems, everybody. They're trying to get this crypto, everybody, into the law. They're trying to get crypto legal. Everybody's on the same page. We're all connected. We all see it as crypto payments, this, that. Okay, green light it. That's what they're working on right now. This UBX platform with these banks, all these banks we talked about, JP Morgan, all these people, it emphasizes cash equivalents. You know what this means? They're trying to get this crypto, make it just like cash. It's all happening right in front of us every day. This company's hooking up. That one's doing that one over there. We're watching it all happen. The prices aren't going up. Okay, fine. I want you to see what's going on. I want you to see what crypto. See, right now it's cheap. What does that mean? Buy. Now's the time to buy it. We're not selling. That's the dumbest fucking shit right now. We're not staking, doing any of that dumb shit. This is a time to buy. There's a time. There's always a time. The time right now is to buy. We're not selling. That's for dumb shits. And then when all this gets hooked up and we're rich, then if you want to sell it then. Stake, whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. But this crypto will be cash equivalent right there. They're all working together. Talk about collaboration among stakeholders. When you collaborate, it means you work together. They're trying to get all these banks all around the world. They're trying to get all the government. You know how hard it is for people to get along? You already know. You already know. That's what's happening. They're talking about collaboration among stakeholders to drive crypto adoption. They've got to get people to work together. All the banks got to work with the fintechs, who got to work with the federal regulators, who's got to work with different countries. We've all got to come together to make this happen. This is what's happening. That's why your crypto's not going up. Oh, gosh, Crypto Hulk, I don't know if I can take it anymore. I'm like, wow, go suck your thumb, you little bitch. Now, let me check how much time we got. 15 minutes. Okay, let's break down. Crypto Hulk, I need to bust a nut. What are the cryptos? What's the name of these fucking cryptos? Because there's a little bit more to the article, but I think you got the hint. Axelar. Axelar joined this June 17th, 2025. Axelar is a launch partner. Oh, shit. Now, just so you know, you got BlackRock. Not a big deal, but it's only the biggest investment company in the world, okay? BlackRock. They're partners with Ondo, who helps BlackRock tokenize. Ondo's working with Axelar. That's a Ripple partner. You see how probably want to get Axelar and Caleb Brown, okay? What is Axelar doing? They're a launch partner. They provide cross-chain connectivity to any blockchain. Oh, shit. BlackRock, Ondo, Axelar, Ripple. It's the circle of life. It's this Ondo ensures UBX's off-ramps work across ecosystems, enhancing ubiquity. Axelar was founded in 2020, focuses on Web3, interoperability. You know what that means? We're not there yet. They're bringing in Web3. You're watching. I'm reading to you how the future is going. I'm showing you these cryptos when they're like so welfare cheap right now. Now is the time to get in on this shit. I'm showing you how they're building the building right here. It's like you take off all the boards and you can see all the wires running through the house. I'm showing you all these things. If you don't take advantage of them, that's up to you. Get a loan. If you need to, get a fucking loan. Next one is Concordium. We pump dumped Concordium June 17th. We were probably pump dumping it right back then, not even knowing what Concordium's doing. Whoa. Concordium partners for regulated stablecoin clearing. Concordium integrates ID anchored layer 1 for compliance. Whoa. Next one's Hedera. Oh shit. Hbar crypto, June 2025. Hedera works with this UBX, okay? The UBYX. Hedera supports the chain. Hedera deploys settlement on Hedera. It has 2,000 transactions per second for scalable redemptions. Hedera Enterprise Blockchain since 2019. Oh, we got XDC involved. That's also on Caleb and Brown. XDC Crypto. It deploys settlement. It focuses on payments and real world assets. Oh, shit. Yep. Yeah, Paxos is involved. Paxos provides stable coins for clearing. Paxos regulated issuer since 2012. We got Ripple's involved in this. The Ripple Labs US dollar stablecoin. They're an issuer partner. Ripple will help issue stable coins like the Ripple Labs USD. What we're seeing right here, and you can buy Ripple Labs USD on Caleb and Brown. It's going to be used for global trade. Kaleido is another name of a company. Kaleido, K-A-L-E-I-D-O. They don't have a crypto as far as I know. Fireblocks, see what I'm talking about? Fireblocks always popping up. Fireblocks is an association member. They're going to handle custody for crypto. They have secure crypto handling. Fireblocks was founded in 2018. We have Zodia Custody involved. Oh, man. Zodia Custody also provides custody. Let's look up. That's Ripple. Ripple's Medico. Copy and paste. Ripple is a massive Standard Chartered partner right here. There it is. Standard Chartered backed Zodia Custody joins Ripple owned Medico for global crypto storage. Oh, shit. There you go. Quantum ERV. Thanks for all everyone does here. This is a channel where you see all the connections. All right, we got Zodia Custody, Standard Chartered done. BitGo, secure wallets. They're helping with wallets. Layer Zero. They have investor partner cross-chain messaging. Enhances multi-chain support. Layer Zero is an omni-chain protocol since 2021. Now, who's involved here? Boku, B-O-K-U. We got Payoneer. That's a Ripple partner. Monerium. We got the Zulk Group and G7 Bank Consortium. Goldman Sachs, UBS, bank, all the top banks in the world. Just fucker. Integration, Axelar. Let me just cherry pick. I think we're done with that particular story. Give me just a second here. Okay, we are done. Okay, well, that G7 Consortium, Goldman Sachs, UBS Bank, Ripple Partner, Deutsche Bank, MUFG, Japan's biggest bank, is a Ripple partner right there. So, I think you're starting to see now what cryptos and what banks are involved in this platform that they're going to release on Canton. I mean, I've got some Stellar. I've got pretty much all of them except CCD. All right. 6 minutes. Okay, I'll burn through some of these articles fast so you can get like the main point. I like the deep dive shit so you can truly see how to be rich. Like what we just did was a deep dive on an article about 20, 25 minutes for each, for the article and then the deep dive. So now I've given you a complete deep dive picture on exactly what's happening. Why is it taking so long? what banks are involved, what crypto's involved in the global payments platform. Okay. That platform is running on Canton network with the Canton coin and the Rise coin. All the biggest banks in the world are doing that. Okay. So there you have that one. Not a big deal. Here's what's a big deal. JP Morgan again, world's biggest bank. JP Morgan says the crypto de-risking is likely over as ETF flows stabilize. I'm not going to get into the article. I gotta burn through articles fast here. What they're basically saying is all that sell-off that we had, that shit's over. Okay, that's what they're saying. Because what happened is this. Let me tell you what it was. See, with people like you and me, we buy this shit, we just hold it because we know where this goes. It's all the dummies out there that don't know what the fuck. They're buying all kinds of dumb shit like MicroStrategy stuff. So this MSCI was the problem for this. There was an MSCI recent decision not to exclude Bitcoin and the crypto treasuries. What was I don't completely understand this whole MSCI, but there was this decision by a body that was, I guess, unfavorable to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it caused MicroStrategy price to dump, and then everything else dumped after that. Totally fucking stupid. Look, if you're like me, and you guys are, it's why you watch the show, we look at fundamentals when we invest. I don't care if Ripple gets sued. I don't give a fuck. That lawsuit meant nothing, right? We look at fundamentals. I don't care what the day-to-day news is. Ripple goes to $20 today. Okay, great. Guess what? Tomorrow it's going down to $2. I mean, this shit doesn't matter to me. I look at fundamentals and then I just wait. I know it's going to happen because I did the work. That's why I do work. I find this information like this. Here's BlackRock here. So we got JP Morgan said everything's changing, and we got, which is the biggest bank in the world. Now we got BlackRock saying the same fucking thing. BlackRock is the biggest investment company in the world. And guess what? Those two are partners. Right here, BlackRock predicts a major shift in retail investors' access to cryptocurrencies. It could be the year Main Street's appetite for crypto exposure meaningfully grows. They're talking about the crypto market maturing. People, they want to see more retail people buying and holding crypto in these funds, not just buying and selling them each day. That creates all kinds of dumb shit. What BlackRock is seeing is that more people are buying into these ETFs rather than just buying the coin and trying to flip it and make $5 or $10 or whatever it is. They're seeing a shift. Cryptocurrencies have gained a lot of traction recently. As part of what's driving, that is the fact that large-scale asset managers, including BlackRock, have expanded options for traders to invest in them. What they're trying to get again is for people to buy into these funds and not use crypto for speculative things. There's got to be real world use case. And I'll tell you, I'm not getting into this article. It's super short, but if you're watching Crypto Hall channel, all we do is talk about fundamentals. Now, who's the head of BlackRock's crypto asset department? That would be none other than Robbie Mitchnick, or we can call him Robert Mitchnick. He's wiped all of his Ripple ties. Here's his LinkedIn page. You look at his experience. He doesn't even mention Ripple. When did he work there? About 2015 to 18, somewhere in there. No mention of Robbie Mitchnick working at Ripple at all on his LinkedIn page. That should tell you something right there. Here's a Binance page mentioning they've really wiped, even if you go to the Ripple page, like the ripple.com, they've wiped Robbie Mitchnick right off anything in there. They're like really trying to keep it quiet for some reason. But here's a little Binance article talking about Robbie Mitchnick, a former Ripple executive who now serves as BlackRock's head of digital assets. But they wiped him out. Even on the Ripple website, he's gone. Like, yeah, it's crazy. And he's the one who made the he was claiming that XRP is going to hit $32 or something like that. But yeah, he did work at Ripple. And we are at the 1 hour mark, so we're out of time. Let me check here. Yakima. There's going to be a mad dash for crypto when everyone figures out what's really going on. You guys, you're in early. You got one of the best crypto teachers on the planet. I used to actually be a teacher. I worked a lot with youth, try to teach them stuff for years in group homes and correctional facilities where one job was actually I was a correctional counselor, but I'd talk to the inmates and help understand where they're coming from and try to teach them a different way to think, a different way to live, try to give them hope, give them a reason to hang on and try to do better. These kind of things. And relationship building was the biggest thing. If you want to know, let's say you're younger and you want to get into corrections or police work and this and that, what are the biggest things? You need to know how to stay alive, number one. But somewhere in there, after your number one goal, stay alive each shift. Serious, man. I've had guns pulled on me a couple times. Pretty scary, actually. Yeah, a few times. I've had a gun pulled on me like a couple times, then became a few times and more than a few. But yeah, it's about building relationships with people. That's what it is. Finding somebody. You don't even necessarily have to have common ground. You have to understand the other person. You've got to understand that other person really fucking fast. I'd meet an inmate or whatever it is, somebody on the street. I'd try to learn them really, really. I'd look at everything. How's their hair, their skin, their clothes? How does the condition of their hands look? Are they wearing jewelry? What kind of clothing? What kind of shoes are they wearing? What's their attitude? How do they speak? That's all the physical shit. Then as I talk to them, I try to figure out, how do they talk? What are they talking about? What's important? I got to learn this person very, very quickly. I've got to try to understand that person and in some cases learn how to manipulate them so I can help them in some way, or maybe to arrest them or whatever it is. I've got to gain control of this situation very fast. And this person may be smart, but I got to then they may be smarter than me, but I got to figure out how to outsmart them very quickly, or this could end up very bad for myself. So that's one of the biggest things is relationship building with people to achieve a common task. So what I do is I try to take information and show you how everything's broken down, try to show you what I've discovered, because when the rest of these people, it's right here, they're going to try to catch up. And that's when this thing rips. We've been here a long time. Then you're not going to be bitching. When these cryptos hit $100, $500, and you look in your wallet and you got $3 million, I'm going to start crying personally. But you're going to be like, dang, Crypto Hawk. Like, I hung in there and listened to all your 1 hour shows. I'm like, I know, man. I gotta make for every 1 hour, you're not seeing the 2 to 3 hours it takes me to make this shit. So it's like, I got to work long on this stuff. I don't regret it. I'm trying my best to help you see what is coming. And how do I allow you to see what's coming? Show you facts that you just don't find. These people, they don't got time. They got 10 to 12 minutes to watch a crypto show. That's it. This is a fucking education right here, like community college level, like the evolution of crypto in the world. You're seeing it all go down right now. I'm breaking it down. I'm showing you how. What companies are involved. That's what my program is. Yes, sir. That's what I look forward to every day. It's like I have a purpose in life now. I've learned so much with your channel. There's a lot to learn, you know? I can't do this shit in a 12-minute program. I had different articles and I had to limit it to like one because that I was like, you know what? This one here can show all of you how this is getting done. And it lists the cryptos. I'm like, fuck, it actually listed them out. So I'm like, okay, because what I just did, in case you just came in, what I just did is showed you the biggest companies of the world, the biggest banks of the world, what they're doing and what they're doing it with. That's how I'd summarize this up. You should know by watching this program, you have to have those 6 cryptos or whatever it was. Those are like mandatory right there. You got the biggest banks in the world working on that shit. If you don't got those, you're fucked. I'm just letting you know. Okay, that is it. Hulk's show motivates me now. He reminds me of my old gunny sergeant. LOL. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Someone says they hope it don't take 2 or 3 years. I know, but look, fuck. What are we gonna do? You just have to just keep learning. Hey, sometimes I might see some bad shit go down, and we got to get out of a crypto or something like that. But because sometimes cryptos don't. Sometimes they decide to switch out and use a different one for whatever reason. I don't know, but I'm gonna get going. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast. I don't know if I'll have a show in the morning. I got to try to find some news here. So just giving you a heads up on that.